I believe that everything in life can be simplified to breath. Through breath, there's an inhale and there's an exhale. There's an input and there's an output. I strongly believe that our external reality is a reflection of our internal state. This means that many people could look at the exact same external reality but perceive it completely differently. There could be 5 people looking at the exact same room, but they would all perceive it differently based on their internal state. Their thoughts, feelings, and energy determine their internal state. That's why when you change your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and energy, you change your internal state, and therefore you change your external state. You perceive it differently. The way we view the world creates the world we see. So everything has to do with perception, and perception has to do with your internal state. So therefore everything has to do with your internal state. Truly, your thoughts, your feelings, your energies, and your belief, they all determine how you perceive the external world. As within, so without. Inhale, exhale, input, output. Your external reality is a reflection of your internal state. It's like a mirror. So if you don't like what you're seeing, if you don't like the reflection, you need to change your internal state. Because your internal state is the field of all creation. Your internal state is your vibrational reality. And your vibrational reality is the field of all creation of the 3D realm. If you're not happy with your 3D reality, you need to change your internal state. Because your 3D reality is simply just a result of all field of creation, which is your internal state, which is your vibrational reality. In order to change the external result, you have to change the internal process. And that's why there could be 5 different people in the same room, looking at the same material 3D realm, looking at the exact same room, but because they are different, because they have different internal states, they perceive it completely differently. So your internal state creates your perception, and your perception creates your reality. The way we view the world creates the world we see. Like we inhale and exhale, like there's an input and an output, there's also an internal state and an external state. So everything in life can be simplified down into this construct. As within, so without. If you don't like the without, if you don't like the external result, you need to change what caused that external result, which is your internal state, which is the inhale, which is the input. It's simple. Like, I truly think God made it simple for us. I think everything in life, no matter how complex it is, can be simplified into this construct of as within, so without. This is my worldview, and this is how I view life, and I think it's a very simple way to view even complex things. I think this can be applicable to everything in life, because everything has an input and an output. Everything has an inhale and an exhale. Like, this is how I view life, and I think if you really understand what I'm saying and you really internalize it, it could really change your life as well. It's all about perception, and perception is directly linked to your internal state, your inhale, your input, whatever you want to call it. But as long as you understand this concept and you understand the relationship between input, output, inhale, exhale, internal, external, then you will be able to be the creator of your own reality. We co-create our reality with God. So if you are able to understand this concept and apply it into your own life through taking aligned action, you will make a significant difference in every aspect of your life. If you need more clarity on this topic, I recommend looking into the universal law of duality, because it goes hand in hand with this concept of inhale, exhale, input, output, internal, external, just understanding the relationship between the two. The law of duality states that for every action, there is the opposite. So for example, hot and cold. And this directly goes with, input and output. It's just understanding that the way I believe that life was created is balance. And like I said, when there's an inhale, there has to be an exhale. So if you're not happy with the exhale, you need to change the inhale. You need to change the input. We breathe all the time. People don't think anything of it. But I think if people paid more attention to what it actually is, they can learn a very valuable lesson that I hope I was able to get across to you guys today. I think God gave us everything we need internally, and we live in a society where they're trying to create a codependency between the man to external solutions. You have all the answers within you. So instead of seeking externally, Seek within. If we are able to intentionally connect with ourselves, we will be able to understand life in the best way possible. What better way to understand life than to connect with yourself? You already have all the answers within you. Search within.